All right, let's talk about a game that was supposed to be a real clash of titans in college basketball. It was set up as a heavyweight fight between two top-ranked teams, but, well, one team had other plans. We're diving into a serious powerhouse performance. You're going to want to see this.
I mean, listen to that. You can just feel the energy in the building, right? The announcer hit the nail on the head. This wasn't just another game on the schedule. Nope. This was a top 25 showdown, and the stage was absolutely set for something special.
So who's in the ring? First, you've got the number 4 ranked Texas Longhorns, a team that's been playing like they have their eyes on a number 1 seed. And facing them, the Georgia Bulldogs, who are coming in hot, looking to make some noise and score a huge upset on the road. But you know, from the second that ball went up, this game, it only went one way. And I mean one way. Texas just exploded out of the gate with an intensity that was, well, it was just overwhelming. Seriously, before Georgia could even figure out what hit them, they look up and the score is 11-0. 11-0. Just an absolutely blistering start. We're talking less than 4 minutes into the game, and Texas had already built a huge lead. A raucous start. I love that. The announcer couldn't have picked a better word. It was loud, it was wild, and for Georgia, it was total chaos. For the Longhorns, pure, utter dominance. So you're probably asking, okay, how did they do it? Well, it was like watching a clinic. First, it was the defense, just suffocating. They forced 3 quick turnovers and immediately turned them into points. Then, on offense, man, they were just relentless, driving from the outside, kicking it into the post to all these different players who could score. And the result of all that, get this, they were shooting a staggering 64% in the first 6 minutes. 64%! You just can't stop that. And right at the heart of that storm, leading the charge, was a player who was just on a different planet tonight. We have to talk about the freshman phenom, Madison Booker, and the incredible impact she had. Oh man, my goodness is an understatement. She pulled off a move that was just, wow. It was so good, so jaw-dropping, the announcers were literally speechless. This one play, it tells you everything you need to know about her skill and her total control of the game. Okay, let's break this piece of art down. First, she snags this tough overhead pass without even breaking stride. Then, and this is the magic, this perfectly balanced spin move just leaves her defender completely lost. She takes the contact, doesn't even flinch, and still has the soft touch to finish it off the window. It's just poetry. You know, the commentators brought up this really cool idea to describe what makes Booker so dangerous. They called it the kill box. It's a term that the great Kobe Bryant used, and it's for that sweet spot in the middle of the floor. See, when a player like Booker gets in there, she's going to kill you, either by scoring herself or by setting up a teammate for an easy basket. And that wasn't just about that one highlight. That's her whole game. It's what makes her an absolute nightmare for defenses. And when all was said and done, Booker dropped 18 points. She led all scorers and just stamped her authority all over this game. But here's the thing. Booker's amazing night wasn't happening in a vacuum. It was all powered by this relentless, team-wide mindset. For these Longhorns, everything, and I mean everything, starts on defense. That's their identity. Just look at this number for a second, 25. That's not just a random stat. That's how many points Texas scored directly off of Georgia's turnovers. That's not just playing good defense. That's weaponizing your defense to create easy buckets again and again. And hey, don't just take it from me. Listen to Madison Booker herself after the game. She puts it so simply. Our identity is defense. She knew it, the whole team knew it. That insane pressure right from the jump, that was the key that unlocked the whole thing. So when that final buzzer went off, you could just tell this wasn't just another W in the win column. This was a statement. This was Texas sending a message to the entire country. And here's the final score, 79-50. I mean, come on. A 29-point blowout against another top 25 team, you don't just call that a win. That, my friends, is a dismantling. And you have to remember, they did all this in front of a crazy home crowd. I love what player Justice Carlton said, "It's 9 o'clock and we have 10,000 people out here for a weeknight game." She said Longhorn Nation is like where it's at. And you know that energy just poured onto the court and fueled the whole team. And get this? This win was their 11th victory against a ranked opponent this season. 11. That is just incredible consistency. It shows this isn't a fluke. They can hang with and beat the best teams out there any night of the week. So let's wrap this up. It It all boils down to one big question, right? When you see a defensive identity this locked in, a superstar freshman like Madison Booker playing at this level, and just everybody contributing, you have to ask, are the Longhorns the team to beat come March? After watching this game, it's pretty hard to argue against it.